The theater is unusually quiet as the crowd settles into their seats on Ireland Got Talent. The stage lights glow softly and then fade a little, as if the building itself is holding its breath. No one expects anything different from an ordinary audition night. The judges sit comfortably behind the desk, smiling politely, ready to be entertained. Backstage, a young man from Cebu City stands alone. His shirt is old and faded, his shoes are worn thin, and his hands shake slightly. He grew up in a poor neighborhood where the nights were often dark, not because the stars were bright, but because the power would suddenly disappear. He learned early how silence feels when machines stop, and how fear grows when light vanishes. Tonight, he carries all of that with him onto the stage. The host calls his name, and he walks out slowly. Every step feels heavy, but also necessary. The audience notices his appearance right away. He does not look like someone who belongs on a glossy talent show stage. He looks like someone who belongs to the street markets, the docks, the narrow alleys where people struggle just to get through the day. One judge raises an eyebrow, curious but cautious. Another judge leans forward, sensing something deeper. The young man introduces himself in a soft voice. He says he is from Cebu City. He says he is poor. He says his family often lived through long power outages that felt like the whole city had been erased. As he speaks, the room grows quieter. The judges stop smiling and begin listening with their hearts. He explains that when the lights went out, factories stopped working, streets fell silent, and families gathered around candles, hoping morning would come quickly. He says he is here not just to perform, but to show what it feels like when darkness suddenly takes everything away. His words are simple, but they hit hard. One judge swallows and nods slowly. Another judge presses their lips together, already emotional. The audience senses something heavy approaching. The stage lights dim further until only a single light shines on him. The darkness feels intentional, almost uncomfortable. The performance begins. A deep, low sound fills the theater like distant thunder. The young man starts moving slowly, his body stiff as if pushing against an invisible force. His arms cut through the air sharply, each movement telling a story of struggle and shock. The screen behind him shows images of Cebu City streets going dark one by one. Homes lose their lights, factories shut down, and people stand still, unsure what comes next. His movements grow stronger, more desperate. He stomps the stage as if striking the ground itself. The sound grows louder, echoing like a powerful impact. The audience gasps. It feels like a sudden blow that wipes everything out in a single moment. The lights flicker violently, mimicking power failures across a city. The performer reacts with his whole body collapsing, then rising again as if fighting against the darkness. His face shows fear, anger, and determination all at once. He begins to speak words woven into the sound, talking about children doing homework by candlelight, about parents losing jobs when machines stop, about a city that feels forgotten. His voice cracks, but he does not stop. One judge puts a hand to their mouth, eyes filling with tears. Another judge shakes their head slowly, clearly overwhelmed. The audience sits frozen, drawn into the reality he is creating. The performance intensifies. The sound reaches a peak, and then suddenly stops. Complete silence. Total darkness. For a few seconds no one moves. It feels as if the entire theater has lost power. In that silence, the weight of the story sinks deep into everyone present. Then a small warm light appears in the performer's hands. A single candle. He holds it carefully as if it is the most precious thing in the world. He begins to sing softly, his voice gentle and emotional. He sings about hope, about people helping each other, about light returning even after the worst darkness. As he sings, the candlelight reflects on his face, showing tears he did not try to hide. The judges are openly crying now. One wipes tears from their cheeks, unable to look away. Another judge leans forward, hands clasped, eyes red, saying nothing but feeling everything. The audience starts to cry too. The song grows stronger as more warm light slowly fills the stage. The darkness retreats step by step. The screen behind him shows Cebu City lights coming back on, homes glowing, streets alive again, people smiling through exhaustion. The young man stands tall now, no longer shaking. His voice carries confidence earned through pain. He sings about being poor, but proud, about surviving nights without power and believing in mornings that always return. The music fades gently, and he blows out the candle. The stage is now fully lit, brighter than before. For a moment there is silence. Then the theater explodes with applause. People stand cheering, clapping, shouting in pure emotion. The judge,